The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been the source of much media attention in recent weeks after both announcing new business projects. Meghan is working on a new animation as part of her and Harry's mammoth Netflix deal, though to be with £109 million, called Pearl, recruiting the production services of David Furnish, Elton John's husband. Meghan and Harry have also worked to help those in need. Prince Harry's newest endeavour stirred more controversy, a memoir, in which he is expected to shed yet more light on his time with the royal family, growing up and the events leading to Megxi, the proceeds of which will go to charity. Many have questioned how much more he might reveal following the number of interviews he has given since leaving the firm. They have, however, used their newfound platforms to promote good. As Marlene Koenig, a royal expert, told Express.co.uk, "They do want to help people, they have been helping, they just gave things to a women's shelter in LA." Archwell is also working with Jose Andre, the Washington, D.C.-based chef with World Central Kitchen. "I trust him enough to pick people he associates with helpful groups." But, while many welcome the new projects and acts of charity, many remain cynical. Joanna Williams, a leading academic and director of CO, a think tank, who is also head of education and culture at Policy Exchange, said Harry's actions were perfect example of all the things wrong with woke, and that the Duke was playing the victim card at every possible opportunity. She told Express.co.uk, "What Meghan and Harry do that's so useful is that they just absolutely verbalize what the zeitgeist is, unintentionally revealing the consequences of a lot of these kinds of woke ideas. You take a couple who, as far as I'm concerned, are the absolute epitome of privilege, particularly Harry. You've got a white man. However you want to play this, whether on identitarian grounds, or somebody whose money has come through inheritance, with huge amounts of wealth, who has had all kinds of doors opened for him, who has lived a life of incredible privilege. And yet he somehow manages to play the victim card at every available opportunity and thinks that his victim status, whether it's through mental health or through racism by proxy because of his relationship to Meghan, allows him to preach to the rest of us. Whether that be about protecting the environment whilst jetting off on private flights, or racism, or mental health." Meghan and Harry attracted the ire of the world in 2019 after they used 4 private jets in 11 days. Harry's use of such a mode of transport in one of the instances was ironic in that it took him to a Google summit on the climate crisis in Sicily. Andrew Murphy, aviation director at Transport and Environment, T&E, earlier this year said, "Flying on a private jet is probably the worst thing you can do for the environment." And yet, super-rich superpolluters are flying around like there's no climate crisis. However, he added, "The upside is that the private jet market is ideally suited to help bring about aviation's Tesla moment, making hydrogen and electric planes a reality." Regardless, Ms. Williams said there existed a stark contrast in the sorts of things Meghan and Harry said, and the things that they do, a concrete example of the contradictory nature of wokeism, she claimed. She said, "It really epitomizes everything that's wrong with woke culture when it appears to be something incredibly radical, almost revolutionary, but what it really does is lets exactly the same privileged people keep their huge privileges while preaching to everyone else about how they should behave and speak to other people." More recently, to mark her 40th birthday, Meghan launched the 40 by 40 initiative, where she is asking 40 friends, activists, athletes, artists, and world leaders to give 40 minutes of mentorship to support women re-entering the workforce.